right moment, and he broke the offside trap, and he took full advantage. That's top marks for me.
Paris Saint-Germain get themselves a 2-goal cushion.
That second goal has such a polarising effect on prospective moods. I mean, one team are under more pressure now to get the next goal, and the other will fancy their chances of turning 2 into 3.
Pastore knocks it towards the front, and he's through on goal. And it's Lucas Moura. Spoon forward. Neymar. He'll try from distance.
Oh, listen, I think you can understand at times that the pace of the game pressures players into split-second decisions, and sometimes they just make the wrong one, and I think he would have been better placing that.
Maxwell pumps it forwards. Tries to dink it in. Well read, he sorted that out. They are running riot! And they are disappearing out of sight! Given such an open invitation, he was always going to shoot.
Well, he's got the result there, but you really have to question that defence, or lack of it.
Paris Saint-Germain take a 3-goal lead, and they are romping out of sight. Now it's Lucas Moura. Arda Turan. Now it's Messi. Messi passes it through. Barcelona have a free kick. And it's Busquets. Iniesta. Oh, it's opened up nicely for him. Maxwell tries a through ball. Di Maria. He slid it through. Lucas Moura. Lucas Moura! They've done it! Hot knife through butter. They have done it again. Well, from right in front of goal, there was no way he was going to miss.
Look, I don't want to take anything away from the finish because he ghosted his way into position, but where was the communication in that defence? Who was taking charge? Nobody.
Paris Saint-Germain totally rampant here. Ball has crossed the line, and it's a throw. Pastore. Matuidi. Looks like a good ball through. Matuidi looking to get on the end of this. It's Ibrahimovic! Ibrahimovic! It could only be him! All too easy! They are in danger of disappearing out of sight! Given such an open invitation, he was always going to shoot.
Ibrahimovic just knew instinctively where the ball was going to end up. That's clearly been worked on the training ground, and the understanding is pretty exceptional between them, and it was beautifully worked.
He snaffles his third, and that earns him the match ball.
That defence must be sick of the sight of him. He's been persistent and ruthless all game. He just hasn't stopped working.
Paris Saint-Germain tear their opponents apart once again. They are utterly ruthless. Hits it first time! Paris Saint-Germain are leading with half-time drawing close. Now it's Lucas Moura. Dinks one in. Deftly done. He's through. Now it's Messi. And he's shown him a clean pair of heels. In it goes! With time and space aplenty, he was never going to miss.
It's almost criminal to see a defence fail to identify someone who thrives when it comes to shooting stats. They knew, and yet they didn't heed, and they've paid the price and deserve to.
Barcelona. There is the genius of Luis Suarez!
Well, you know, thinking about that, I think they've perfected that on the training ground because it took them seconds to get the ball from back to front, and they really commit forward in numbers too. That was all very well drilled.
Barcelona have a goal, but it's hard to see it as anything much more than a consolation. Tries a header! And oh, he's got that completely wrong. Mathieu. Looks to slip it through. Ibrahimovic looking to run onto it. And the assistant referee has his flag raised for offside. And it's half-time here. It really has been an astonishing game, peppered with goals. You cannot help feeling that the second half will supply more. Here we go again. Pastore. Lucas Moura. Van der Wiel. Thrust towards the front line. Aimed long and direct. Whose ball? Who's going to get there? Di Maria. Needless to say, he was expecting a better ball than that. David Luiz. Messi. Maxwell. Marco Verratti. Out wide to the right. Tries to stroke it through. Iniesta. Matuidi. Van der Wiel. Where to from here? Pastore. No, that's not the ball he wanted. It's Van der Wiel. Van der Wiel with the ball through. Can he find a finish now? Well, that's not the cross he had in mind. Lucas Moura kicks it out wide. Nice one too. Van der Wiel goes for a sweeping cross. They've scored! Yet another goal in an awesome performance. They are in complete charge. And however many surrounded him, that is what he can do.
Oh, this fella's as slippery as an eel the way he freed himself to score. I mean, for that defence, it was a case of, now you've got him, now you don't. Brilliant.
4 in the game. He is the man. Paris Saint-Germain. Oh, wonderful, wonderful, Lionel Messi! Perfect placement, the one place the keeper couldn't reach.
Well, you know, sometimes it pays off not to think too much about things, just put your foot through it, and that was a good example. Great contact, and the keeper had very little chance.
His second of the game, and an eye now for the hat-trick. Barcelona playing for pride here, the match surely beyond them. Now it's Neymar. Neymar floats one over. Luis Suarez. And that's a throw. Activity down on the touchline. It seems there's going to be a change. Ibrahimovic, Marco Verratti, Di Maria looks to dink one in. Nicely measured pass. Cavani, oh, he's broken through. He's scored! Well, from right in front of goal, there was no way he was going to miss.
Look, the goal was well manufactured, but the striker probably can't believe he's been given that much space in the penalty area, and he wasn't going to miss.
How many more does he want? Paris Saint-Germain tear their opponents apart once again. They are utterly ruthless. Di Maria. Ibrahimovic. Vermaelen cuts it out. Sergio Busquets tries the route one option. Now the pass. Neymar. And the ball is out of play. Matuidi pumps it upfield. Kurzawa does well there, alert. Matuidi. Lucas Moura pushes it out wide. Oh, good interception. The ball needed to be better there, it's a wasted chance. Looks like a good ball through. Marquinhos. Sergio Busquets did really well to intervene and dispel the growing danger. Chip through. That's a throw. Lucas Moura tries to get it forward quickly. They've got a corner here. They've played it short, and it's Marquinhos. Vermaelen tries a long pass towards the front. Luis Suarez hoists it high, and he's made sure that that won't get through. David Luiz. There is the final whistle. Paris Saint-Germain enjoy their perfect day. For their victims, it is entirely imperfect. Comprehensive winners of a one-sided contest.